Welcome to the heart of Santa Cruz. The downtown area of Santa Cruz has always been a hub and a hot spot for tourists, for locals, for students, a place to gather, to meet people, to immerse yourself in the community, to go to little cute boutique shops and artisan storefronts, as well as local dining. Just walking around, you can be mesmerized by people watching, stopping into the surf store and potentially even seeing a famous surfer. Wow! Santa Cruz has always been a fun place to hang out, and downtown Santa Cruz has always been the heartbeat until recently. Recently, we have had stores shut down. We have had long-term leases expire and non-renewals happen. We have had turnover where we used to have a vibrant downtown community. It feels a bit uninviting and really lackluster. And I'm hoping, and I know this is a controversial subject, that the new developments that are happening in the downtown Santa Cruz area are going to help revitalize our community and bring it back to life and bring together our community in an area that we can gather again. We can enjoy drinks, coffee, dining out. We can enjoy shopping and supporting local businesses and artists. And we can really get back to the heart of Santa Cruz and the heart of community in that down space. Now, this is a controversial subject because there is a lot of development going on right here in Santa Cruz. And I know that there are some people who want no growth and there are other people who see no other options except to grow up. It's just very controversial. And I am not here to pick a side. I am just here to share with you the details of what is going on in the downtown area with regards to our most recent developments, as well as development potential for the future and developments that have already been finalized and that are open and ready to be leased and or utilized as community space. I'm Shemeika Fox, your Santa Cruz real estate expert, and I make these educational videos so that you can stay informed and maybe just a little bit entertained along the way. If you want to know everything about Santa Cruz, the lifestyle, and the real estate market, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button so that you can be the first to know what is going on right here locally in Santa Cruz. And if you're from out of the area and you would like me to help connect you with a phenomenal realtor where you live to help you buy or sell in your area, please fill out the form below so that I can get you connected with somebody that will be the perfect fit for you. Okay, let's dive in. Let's first talk about Anton Pacific. Anton Pacific is at the bottom of Pacific Avenue. It is on the corner of Laurel and Pacific Avenue. It is a new development. The construction project is finished and they are now actively leasing both the residential spaces as well as the commercial spaces down below. This project features 207 multifamily property units with rooftop decks, a spa, a fitness center, fire pits, community spaces such as a clubhouse kitchen, an area for you to store your bikes, a bike locker, an area for you to work on your bikes, as well as package lockers. Anton Pacific offers a creative community just minutes from dining, shopping, entertainment, and Santa Cruz's iconic beachfront boardwalk. These charming, spacious apartment features modern amenities like a rooftop deck, spa, and fitness center, promoting a healthy, serene lifestyle amidst coastal California's natural beauty. Enjoy the quintessential beach town living at Anton Pacific. Now, these modern units, they're light-filled apartments, high ceilings, luxury quartz countertops, stackable full-size front-loading washers and dryers. These units are for lease. They are not for sale, and the going rate currently is $3,095 for a studio. There is currently one of those units available, and then there are more expensive studios. One-bedroom units are starting at $3,300 a month. Again, there is only one unit at that price available, and then it jumps up to $3,350. Two-bedroom units are leasing for $44.99 per month. There are currently two of these units available, and then it jumps up to $45.74 per month. Again, these are for lease, not for sale, in the heart of the downtown Santa Cruz area. Anton Pacific is the name of the development. All of these units are market rate units. The developer opted to dedicate nearby land over by the Santa Cruz Metro Station to the city in lieu of building affordable units, and we will talk about that development as well. But since the developer did that, the entire building at, I guess, Laurel Front and Pacific is dedicated to market rate leases for residential use. Let's now talk about Pacific Station South, which is the sister development of Anton Pacific. Pacific Station South is at the edge of the San Lorenzo estuary. It is currently under construction. 100% of this development is going to be dedicated to affordable housing with 70 units, a community center, as well as medical services within the building, which is kind of a cool feature. The developer is For the Future Housing Incorporated. This development is a pedestrian and bike-friendly development. The design is intended to mimic the San Lorenzo estuary. Residents of the development will be able to access community center services with the relocation of Santa Cruz Community Health Center and the new Dientes Community Dental Care Facility, which will be on the first and second floor of this building. At Pacific Station South, these units will also be for lease. They have studios, 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom, and 3-bedroom apartments for rent. They are all low or moderate income housing. If you want more information on low and moderate income housing in Santa Cruz City as well as Santa Cruz County, check out the description below. I will put a link in there so that you could get familiarized with what the requirements are in order to qualify for low and or moderate income housing in Santa Cruz City as well as Santa Cruz County. The next development is one that really excites me. It's the La Bahia Hotel right across the street from the beach boardwalk, right down the road from the Santa Cruz Wharf. It's going to have ocean views. It's going to have spas. It is going to have multiple restaurants. They have a rooftop swimming pool that comes complete with concierge service. Anything you want will be available upon request. They're going to have multiple restaurants in there. The architecture is beautiful. It's very Mediterranean. It's going to look exquisite where it's located. I love the accessibility of this development. I love that we are going to bring more commerce into Santa Cruz, more tourism into Santa Cruz. Of course, there's things that I don't love about that, like traffic and stuff like that, and just more people, more crowds, etc. But I just like that we are really raising the bar in these areas that have otherwise become very run down and not utilized properly or effectively. So I'm really excited about La Bahia. The location, as I mentioned, is right across the street from Main Beach, right across the street from the beach boardwalk. It is currently under construction, but they are expecting to open in 2025, and we're in 2025. So hopefully they'll be opening this year. It features the historic transformation of a old dilapidated building that was being used as for residential use into a 155 room 4-star luxury hotel with conference rooms and banquet space. They are reviving a historic landmark, boosting tourism and our local economy. It is going to be the first luxury beachfront hotel and spa that we have right here in Santa Cruz. Now we of course have the Chaminade, that's a hotel and spa, but that is set back up on a hillside, so you have ocean views, but you don't have direct access to the beach. So I think it's going to bring a whole new set of tourists into our area. I think it's going to give an opportunity for local employment. I think it is just going to be a really nice addition to our area. I personally am excited to explore the spa a bit as well as the bars and restaurants. The architecture design is a pair between Spanish and Mediterranean aesthetics with a curated collection of worldly artifacts. La Bahia's ocean view guest rooms and suites each have an outdoor terrace and will exude the warmth of a beloved friend's private estate. So again, I'm super excited to check these things out. The lounge is going to be in Pearl, which is what they are calling the bar in the lobby, is designed to impress even the most passionate connoisseur. Pearl will take its cues from London's legendary hotel bars to craft a curated cocktail experience. They are going to have multiple restaurants, low tide bar and grill, which will be a lower level, more relaxed experience, still serving delicious cocktails and food, but might not be as fancy as the high tide, which is your elevated cuisine in the signature restaurant, where you can have a more elevated dining experience. Usually Santa Cruz doesn't have a lot of places that you can go that you really get dressed up. So I think that this new high tide restaurant might offer that bit of distinction. That said, this is Santa Cruz, and I'm sure if you went in your jeans and a polo, you would be welcomed just the same. You can also dine along the poolside, which is something that I intend to do. I love nothing more than laying by the pool with the ocean in the background, having a cocktail and having a snack while I sun myself, read a book, and relax. The spa at La Bahia is inspired by Santa Cruz's original saltwater bathhouses. Our Moorish spa will offer a steam room, ocean view sauna, co-ed, relaxation area, zen deck, and outdoor treatment rooms. Poised just above the sand and the sea. I'm sure if I tell Danny about this, or when I tell Danny about this, he would love to go. He loves nothing more than to relax in a hot tub, to lay in a sauna, and just to take a moment and kick his feet up and enjoy the spa experience. And we don't have that many to choose from right here in Santa Cruz, so I'm actually really excited to experience that. The next project that is currently under construction is the Riverfront Front Street project in downtown Santa Cruz. This features a 7-story mixed-use building with 175 residential condos, including 20 affordable units and 11,498 square feet of commercial space. The community impacts are that it offers elevated patio dining and retail opportunities. The developer is Santa Cruz Riverfront. The development is set to include 3 buildings on the east side of Front Street between Cathcart Street and Soquel Avenue, with 6 above-ground stories, businesses along the Front Street and the San Lorenzo River Walkway, 2 public walkways between Front Street and the River Walkway, an underground and ground-level parking garage with 187 spots for both residents and visitors. Next up is 530 Front Street, and the location is obviously on Front Street and Soquel Avenue. They are currently in the design process. The developer is Swenson, who's been a huge developer in our area, both in Santa Cruz County as well as over the hill in Santa Clara, and I'm sure many areas in between. Swenson has been a developer for years and years and years and has a pretty solid reputation, so that's good. 530 Front Street will be comprised of 276 market rate units and 37 affordable housing units. Direct access to the bike path, and this will promote active transportation and connect us to the Riverwalk. 130 Center Street, also named the Calypso, is going to be located downtown on Center Street. The developer again is Swenson. The construction has not yet started and is to be determined. This property will feature 233 market rate units and 35 affordable housing units. Street level retail. It will enhance the area with recreational spaces and views. The 130 Center Street project has been designed in mind to activate the Center Street area, connecting the downtown Santa Cruz area and the boardwalk and wharf areas, as well as other beach attractions. So this will be kind of like a nice little thoroughfare between downtown Santa Cruz, and if you go directly over, you'll end up at the wharf and Beach Street, where you have Main Beach and the beach boardwalk and all of the other fun tourist attractions. Next up is Pacific Station North. Now we've talked about Pacific Station South and we've talked about Anton Pacific. Now we have Pacific Station North, which is located downtown at 902 Pacific Avenue in the downtown Santa Cruz area. This development features 125 affordable housing units, sustainably designed with solar generators, and their intent is to set a standard for sustainable urban living. The developer support for Pacific Station North is For the Future Housing, Eden Housing. Now, they also did another project on Center Street, which is already being leased out. In fact, it's fully occupied. It's at occupancy. This development is intended to house families who are homeless or at risk of homelessness. The Pacific Station North Apartments is a 128-unit family community in downtown Santa Cruz. This development completes the final phase of Pacific Station, which is a large-scale transit-oriented redevelopment program located between Pacific Avenue and Front Street in downtown Santa Cruz, with funding from the City of Santa Cruz, the Affordable Housing and Sustainable Communities AHSC program, and the Infrastructure Grant program. The project will construct 128 units of affordable housing at Pacific Station North Apartments. Ground floor will be retail and commercial space, and a new Metro bus transit hub, a pedestrian walkway, and key infrastructures to serve the entirety of the Pacific Station redevelopment. The 128-unit development will be a combination of studios, 1-bedroom apartments, 2-bedroom apartments, and 3-bedroom apartments. 32 of the 128-unit complex will be dedicated to extremely low-income households, with 21 units targeted for individuals and families who are homeless or at risk of homelessness, and 11 homes are available for families in the Housing Authority of Santa Cruz County program. The remaining units will be restricted to individuals whose income is 50 to 60% of the median income for Santa Cruz County. Residential common areas are located on the 3rd floor of the building and include a 1,300 square foot outdoor patio, 1,250 square foot community room, a central laundry facility, a computer room, which is great, and flex space for an after school program. That's great. So they're having community centers and the ability for our low to moderate income families to have access to things that might be needed for their children for school and education, which I just love. There is no parking provided on site. The project is designed to be an all-electric and is targeted a LEED Platinum certification per its funding commitments. The design will include construction methods and materials that will comply or exceed ADA standards. Universal design features will be incorporated into the project to the greatest extent possible. Okay, moving on. The Center and Cedar project. This is completed. It is comprised of 65 affordable units as well as mixed-use development with retail space. All 65 of these units are currently already leased. If you were not able to obtain a lease for this project, there are none left, but I believe there's a waiting list. So you can call and see if you can get on the waiting list should one of those turn over. Here are the costs of these low-income units at 525 Cedar Street. 1-bedrooms range between $1,598 and $1,937. 2-bedroom units range between $1,900 and $2,308. 3-bedroom units range between, for the low income, at 30% of the median income for Santa Cruz County, they start at $1,235 a month. For a 3-bedroom, if your income is at 50% of the Santa Cruz County's median income, then your rent would be $2,177 per month. And for 3 bedrooms, if you're at 60% of the median income for Santa Cruz County, then your lease would be for $2,648 per month. Of course, these prices are subject to change and do change with inflation and with market shifts, etc. But as of the date of this recording, those are the current prices. But again, all 65 of those units are currently already leased out. Now we get to talk about another hotel. Clearly, I need a vacation. All right, the Cruz Hotel is going to be located downtown Santa Cruz on the San Lorenzo River and Front Street. If you are going over the river, there is that bridge that you cross over. And if you're coming towards downtown, it's going to be on the right-hand side. And if you're leaving downtown and going towards Seabright, it's going to be on the left-hand side. The developer is Stephen Chan with Eagle Point Hotel Partners, as well as Owen Lawler, who is also developing another residential property downtown as well. Currently, they are in the design process. This hotel will feature 6-story hotel with 228 rooms, retail and dining spaces. I think it will have really positive impact on our downtown Santa Cruz area. There's going to be rooftop pools, rooftop dining, rooftop bars, as well as downstairs commercial and retail. They are going to accommodate parking. They're going to have banquet and conference halls. Oh, this is an interesting fact. The Cruz Hotel is the first hotel development in the downtown Santa Cruz area in over 90 years. So that just shows you how slow our community is with regards to slow and or no growth right here in Santa Cruz. But downtown Santa Cruz, that's what it should be used for. It is an area, again, it's an area to gather. It's an area for tourists to come and enjoy. This will be great for visiting parents who want to see their students up at UCSC. They can stay at the La Bahia. They can stay at the new Cruz Hotel. There's going to be additional opportunities for people to come to Santa Cruz who maybe wouldn't have been able to because they couldn't find an overnight location, hotel or Airbnb or something like that. So this is going to open up quite a few opportunities, not just for tourists to come in and spend money in our community, which we love, but also for job opportunities. So I'm really excited. I think that whole area of the San Lorenzo River could really use a revamp. It's just tired and sad. And truth be told, last time I was down there, it just felt really dirty and unkempt. And for such an expensive area where we live in this beautiful community of Santa Cruz, to see that our town is just not well kept, it breaks my heart. Honestly, it just shouldn't be that way. So the project is going to be 232 rooms. It's going to be 6 stories high. They're going to have 3 floors for underground parking. That'll be great. That'll be very accessible and convenient for people. It sounds like they're going to have job opportunities for about 130 people, but what this will not provide for the anticipated 130 employees is parking for them. So if you get a job at the Cruz Hotel, make sure you figure out transportation or parking. I know when I worked at Ideal over by the wharf, and it was right by the Dream Inn, and there was the parking lot up above or the wharf where you could park. It was really challenging because you needed to have parking pass and you were just only supposed to park there for a minimum amount of time. So oftentimes I would either ride my bike or walk or get dropped off. So just make sure if you are one of the 130 anticipated employees at the Cruz Hotel, make sure you plan for transportation because there won't be extra parking for you. I'm really also excited about this project because they're going to open new shops, cafes, and restaurants on the ground floor. It's going to have publicly accessible rooftop bars with 3 swimming pools, a banquet hall and conference space, and then public outdoor dining and a lawn with a path to the Santa Cruz River Walk. So that's another part of this development of downtown, is that the San Lorenzo River is developing this river walk path on the San Lorenzo River levee. Try to say that 3 times fast. I can barely say it once. On the San Lorenzo River levee. So they're really going to beautify this section of the town, and I just can't wait to see it. I think that it would be so pretty if it was lit up at night and you could just really see things and have a whole new experience, kind of like a European getaway or a European tour. And then the last but not least, and this is one of the most controversial projects that has been talked about in plethora for years already, but it is the Downtown Library and Affordable Housing Project. This is going in the downtown Santa Cruz area where the current library is located at 119 Lincoln Street in Santa Cruz. This is going to be a downtown library and mixed use project. The developer is Eden Housing and For the Future Housing. It features a new library with affordable housing units and a green roof. It provides educational and housing resources to the community. It is currently under permitting review, so it's very preliminary in the stages of development, but they are making headway. The new Santa Cruz Downtown Library includes 38,000 square feet of programmable space plus an additional 3,240 square feet of roof rooftop deck that connects to the upper floor of the library. The ground floor includes up to 9,500 plus square feet of commercial space. The adjacent to the 2-story building is a building that will be 5 stories high and will be comprised of affordable housing situated on top of 3 stories of parking that will serve the library as well as the downtown area. More parking, that's actually excellent. We do need more parking downtown. The new library features a green roof with an adjacent rooftop deck, child care facilities, that's a plus, and up to 124 affordable housing units. The planned target population for this development is for large families. The apartments are set on 1.5 acre site with an elevated outdoor common area space, play structure, community garden, laundry rooms, and an attached public library. So I'm really excited to see this project kick off as well. I know that the construction is going to be super annoying while it is happening. It's going to cause congestion and traffic and noise pollution and pollution and all the other stuff that goes along with construction. But I'm actually, and again, I know this is a really controversial subject. Some of us don't want any growth. Some of us want slow growth. Some of us want massive growth and development. But I am actually excited to see what these new developments do to this downtown area. It is time to beautify this area. It is time to make this an attractive place and a destination again for not only tourists, but for our locals, and a place that we can all come together and just really enjoy the downtown area of Santa Cruz, because it once was very vibrant and it is coming back to life. I feel it. So I would love to hear your comments below. Are you for all of the development that's going on in Santa Cruz, or do you find that this is going to have such a negative impact that you feel strongly it should not be taking place? I would love to hear from you. I personally am excited to see the vast variety between luxurious new hotels and affordable housing that's provided for our community within innovative residential spaces to vitalize our community centers, create cultural hubs, and watch each of these individualized projects contribute positively, please, to our community as a whole. So let's watch these changes. Let's keep this discussion going. I would love to hear your thoughts on these projects that are going on right here in our beautiful city of Santa Cruz in the downtown area. And if you want to stay informed and be part of the conversation as Santa Cruz evolves, and if you want more information on local Santa Cruz news as well as the Santa Cruz real estate market, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and ring the bell so you can be the first to know when we have a new bit of media drop on our YouTube channel. And if you are from out of the area and researching Santa Cruz, I would love to hear from you. I'd love to be able to help you get acclimated with our area. And if you need a referral for an agent in your area, let me know. I would be happy to connect you with somebody wonderful. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. And until next time, I'm Shemeika Fox, your Santa Cruz real estate expert.